Hey there, this is Jonathan with the PyCalendar team, and in this video, I'm super excited to give you a tour of our newly overhauled recurring event controls. You can now assign multiple recurrence rules to a single event, which is going to give you a ton of flexibility when you're working with recurring events. Let's start by taking a look at this example I've set up here on the screen so far. So I've got PyCalendar set up and I've got a single event here, which is actually a WooCommerce product because of course PyCalendar Pro allows you to add your WooCommerce products to your calendar. So I can click this and if I wanted, I could be taken straight to this WooCommerce product. But also you'll notice I have this recurring event here. So this repeats every Monday at 9 a.m. and that happens through the PyCalendar controls. But now what you can do is actually add multiple recurrence rules. So let's say with this product launch live stream that happens every Monday at 9, you wanted to go ahead and set that to happen also on Wednesday the 15th. Well, in the past, you'd have to do a little trickery to make that work, but now the controls to do that are built right into PyCalendar Pro. So what I'll do is go to the posts area in my backend, which is where this product launch live stream actually lives. So I'll edit this post. And in the right-hand side here, we can see what I've done is enable the show on calendar toggle. I've set this to start every Monday at 9 a.m. And then if we look down here, this event recurrence area looks a little bit different than it used to. If I go ahead and expand rule number 1 here, you can see these controls are going to look really familiar to you if you use PyCalendar Pro with the block editor. The interval option and the frequency option here look nearly identical. And that's how I've achieved this event to repeat every week on that same time on Mondays. But of course, like I said, I want to now show this on that other date, which was Wednesday the 15th, also at 9 a.m. So what I can do is actually go here and say add rule, rule number 2. And when we click the recurrence rule type, we also have a couple more options here. So we can say single recurrence, which means that this event is just going to happen on a one-off date. So in this case, it's going to be Wednesday the 15th. And so now when I update this, once it refreshes here, we can see that our product launch live stream is also showing up on that Wednesday the 15th, and we didn't have to do the trickery I mentioned like you would have to in older versions of PyCalendar. So that's super awesome. Of course, as you can probably guess, you can add as many rules here as you need, but you'll also notice that there was another type of rule here, which was blackout date/range. So this means you can actually block the recurrence on a single date or through a range of dates. So for instance, because maybe your company is based in the US, you don't want anything to happen around the week of July 4th. Maybe your team is out on holiday or something like that. So what we could do is go to the start area. We're going to go to June and then July. And let's say the whole week of July 4th from the 1st to July 5th, we don't want there to be anything going on that day. And I'm actually going to change this to like Monday the 8th so that we see 2 events affected by our blackout date here. So we'll update this. Then let's go refresh on the front end. And now when we tab over to July, we can see that on Monday the 1st and on Monday the 8th, that event is blocked out because of course we set that blackout date range. So you can see that the flexibility that this new update brings because you can attach multiple recurrence rules to a single event. We've had a lot of requests for this ability because maybe for whatever reason you have a club that you're participating in and you host the website for them. But then, the events don't happen through the entire month of July. Now you can just, black that out. You could even say, entire month of July, and I could have another blackout range of a single date. Maybe a random Monday in August, like the 19th. That one also is blacked out, so we can update. Now when we go refresh again, you can already guess what's going to happen. Nothing in July, and then that random date in August is also blacked out. So there's a ton of flexibility here. I also want to show you what this looks like if you're using a post type that's not in the block editor or when you're working with your WooCommerce products. So let's go ahead and just edit this hat presale. And if we scroll down through all the various meta boxes, we can see that this interface looks a little bit different and a fair bit more ugly. That's just the way that it is when you're not using the block editor. But the same exact advanced recurring rules are all available to you here. So same exact thing like you're used to, recurrence rules. If in this case we wanted it to repeat every 1 week, we can just set it up like that. Or if we wanted to do the blackout dates and ranges, you can see all the same options exist to you no matter what kind of post type you're working with. We hope that this new update helps you get even more power out of PyCalendar. Let us know what you think, and if you have any questions, please visit our website at pycalendar.com. My name is Jonathan. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.